welcome to
the Taj Mahal.
We are growing up without borders, a family of 5 on a mission to visit every country in the world. When you think of India, you think of the Taj Mahal. And after 30 days of being here, we are finally going to go see it today. If you want exclusive content from us, make sure to scan this QR code and sign up to our newsletter. So far, the journey to Agra has been uneventful. It's been a full highway, which is interesting. And along the highway, we are seeing cows and families on bikes and overloaded trucks and tractors and all sorts of things. We're getting some work done. Julia did some video edits, and it's taking quite a long time, maybe 4 good hours, and we're just approaching soon.
So I'm always going to have a memory of India now. And of the fort.
Nice. Cool. So we just entered the state called Uttar Pradesh. It's one of the most populated states here in India. This is going to be getting interesting.
Just for reference, if I'm not mistaken, America I think is 300 million and this state is 240. So you can imagine how many people live here.
Just arriving here, it's dusk and it feels kind of like misty. You can see like, I don't know, mist pollution. I don't know what you want to call it.
Alright, so for Agra it looks like there's lots of people, very busy, lots of little shops. So I'm excited for tomorrow. We're not gonna stay here long. This is amazing. So I found this hotel online. And we're literally inside like the main area where you walk to it. Like we can see it from our hotel.
Good job, Julia.
I'm so excited.
Don't show my address on paper.
Alright, this is what the room looks like. Nice and cozy.
I'm going to be putting Julia in charge of always finding the hotels, because this is number 2 time here in India where she finds the most beautiful hotel. We are literally walking distance to the Taj Mahal. It's right outside our door. And they have a beautiful rooftop pool here. Like that. It's just gorgeous. We won't have time to fully enjoy it because we're just literally going to go to sleep. We're getting up super early tomorrow morning to go visit the Taj. And then we're heading to our next destination. So it's a very short and sweet visit, but that's all you really need here, guys, in Agra. You only need to see 2 main attractions, which is the Taj Mahal and the fort. We will show you guys in the morning. Have a good night. We're going to bed early.
Have to go to bed early because we're waking up at like 4:30 in the morning.
Yep.
So we're probably going to look like this in the morning. Like zombie.
See you bright and early. Bye. Boom.
Alright, it is almost 5:30 in the morning.
Good morning from the Taj Mahal. We are on our way. I can't believe how bright it is at this time of day already.
I know. I was expecting it to be dark. Nope. I mean, we did kind of leave a bit later than most people.
It's really challenging. You always have to just like literally just walk and like ignore, or else you get asked 10 million questions all day long.
There's a million monkeys everywhere.
Keep your sunglasses and your purses in your hands.
The reason why there's so many monkeys here is because the forest is right nearby. And what happens is the tourists aren't allowed to bring in their food. So they get the food confiscated at the gate, and then the smart little monkeys go, woo, and well, they go and they get all the yummy food that the guests brought.
We're now entering the East Gate.
So the first thing we're seeing is this beautiful building here.
Oh, there it is. I see the Taj Mahal.
All right, so we entered from the East Gate. Over on the other side is the West Gate. this is the main gate that you see here. You see these white little domes at the top. There are 22 of them because it took 22 years for the Taj Mahal to be built. They also have the Quran all around there, so it's like their holy prayer as you're walking through the main gate. All the red stone too that you see is all from the local ground towards Jaipur. You know how Jaipur was all red like this? If you haven't seen those videos, go check them out. But this is the same sandstone or red stone that they used. Red mud that they used.
All right, so when you first come in, you have to go through security. They check all throughout your bags. And then today's, we're very lucky to be here because it's actually International Yoga Day, so every entrance is free basically.
What is the entrance normally?
Entrance normally is about 1,000 rupees per person.
Just over $10. The other thing I was going to say is there's no tripods allowed, but they let a GoPro selfie stick in. But they checked it to make sure there's no stand, so that's why I was able to bring it in.
This is one of the 7 wonders of the world, if you didn't know.
We got the perfect day. There's hardly anyone here, like a few people here, so you have lots of time to do photos with no problem.
So something pretty cool is that you know the Princess Jasmine from Disney? Well, in the movie there's a sultan, and the sultan's palace is based on the Taj Mahal, which is pretty cool. So inside you can go see where both of them were buried, where the king and his wife were buried, and we learned some things. So it took them 22 years to build. He built it after his wife died. I believe she died during childbirth, and they had like so many kids. And
They had 14 kids, and only 6 out of those 14 actually survived, which is pretty sad.
It's built out of white marble, which comes from Rajasthan, so close by.
And they're gonna actually build a new one that's exactly like a replica, but in black.
Yeah. And then I think it started to be built in 1631.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's some facts about what we learned today.
All right, so here in India, we bump into Sarah. Sarah and I have been in touch for how long now?
Oh, maybe.
I don't know, 2 years?
Yeah, maybe
2 years?
Yeah.
And we meet. Like, what are the odds? With the cute little
Namaste.
Namaste.
This is awesome.
On the grounds of the Taj Mahal, you can go in and see a museum and learn a little bit more about the history. The white marble is actually one of the strongest in the world from India, and it reflects the different colors. So in the morning it'll give it like kind of a yellow tone, and during the day it's like white, and then when the sun's going down it turns red, and when the moon's out it's blue. So it kind of reflects and has all these beautiful different colors.
We just went inside and we saw where they were buried, the king and the wife. See, you can watch as many videos or see as many photos as you can online, but you don't have that feeling until you get here to see it with your own eyes, to really take it all in and experience it for yourself and be like, wow, you know what I mean? It's just really cool to see it in person, and you definitely have to come.
So there's loads of benefits of coming so early. First thing is you're not so hot. It's only 8 a.m. and we're technically done seeing the whole thing. And then if you want to just enjoy the grounds are huge. There's hardly anybody. You can just enjoy, relax, take in the views.
But we've been here since like 5:40. So we've been here for about 2.5 hours.
And what's pretty funny is my classes start at 8:45, like my business class, so I could just go and then join my class and then be like, what have you been up to? Oh, can you believe it? And this was at the Taj Mahal. And then now you can go to school, like if you did.
Yeah, except for we're gonna go see the fort. And then after that we've got an 8-hour drive ahead of us, so we gotta get a move on.
That's these golden triangles where everyone just passes through. So you come to Delhi, Jaipur, and Agra, what they call the triangle, and you just kind of spend a few nights going to each place.
Yeah, and people often will say like, how long do you need to stay in a spot? I would suggest in Jaipur, maybe stay 3 nights so you have enough time to really take it in. And Agra, they usually say 1 night, and it's true, you don't really need much time.
Too much. I mean, you could go do all the local things, but it's very busy.
Yeah.
That concludes our visit to the Taj Mahal.
I will forever cherish seeing one of the wonders of the world.
Yes.
So,
since it's like 8 in the morning, everything's open up now. And on the way back, everyone's trying to sell us magnets and snow globes of the Taj Mahal or souvenirs.
Yeah, these are the golf carts that they have.
Yeah, and you need to use them, they're free. So it's 8 in the morning and my watch says we've done 7,000 steps.
Wow.
A lot of walking.
Okay, what are these ones? Are they all different types of cows? No, thank you.
Elephants, pudding elephants.
Look at that. I'm going right through the gates.
Next stop was back to the hotel to get some breakfast.
I normally always have cereal with cold milk. I know in Eastern Europe they do this with the hot milk. I guess it makes it more like maybe like a porridge one. Not horrible.
We made our way over for one more stop before heading out, and that was to Agra Fort, where we were going to go discover where the emperors of the Mughal dynasty once lived.
Our next stop of the day is the fort, and it looks really big.
So, ticket counters are still closed today because of National Yoga Day, so yay, we get in for free.
Chloe's taking lots of photos. What's Chloe say today?
Look at the style of this fort. They've got all these different like beautiful blue stones, all hand done, and there's 3 different gates. So the 3 different gates makes it so that when you're coming in you get confused, right? 90% of this fort here is occupied by the army, so you can only go into a small portion of it to see. And probably maximum amount of time you need is like 30 minutes to see everything.
It's good welcome again here.
Oh, for flowers coming down on you. So you get blessed with flowers as you come through.
So that is where the king and his 3 wives live, in there. So from the fort you can see the Taj Mahal in the distance.
So this building is a mix between Muslim, Christian, and Hindu, because the king's first wife was a Muslim lady, then his second wife was a Hindu lady, and his third wife was a Portuguese Christian lady.
So some things I learned about the fort is that it was built in the year 1531, so many hundreds of years ago. It took about, I think, like 45,000 workers, and the Taj Mahal took like 20,000 workers, if you can believe it.
What's unique about this place is you get a view of the Taj Mahal.
Yeah, and something our guide was telling us as well is that Agra is the city of love, which is quite interesting.
Maybe because he had 3 wives.
Yeah.
That's maybe why they have the Star of David on the thing. I was wondering that.
Diamond cut. And now see this place is a gold flower here. Here also gold, the British took gold, now no more gold left.
Oh, they took it all
Yes,
away.
and see the 1, 2, 3, 4 rings here. That time no electric fan.
So that was the gold up there. You see it up in the corner, and then they took it all away. Everything was gold plated. And then that was their ventilation system. So they had everything coming through to get some air here.
So from here, the Taj Mahal looks bigger because you're looking through a window, so you can't see the land, so it makes it not so cool.
Yeah. So there, it looks like a big, huge Taj Mahal.
It looks like up close. Compared to before, it looks like far away. Alright, so actually 95% of the fort is used for the army and only 5% is where it's access to tourists.
After our coffee, we hit the road and started the long journey over to Dehradun, which is up in the mountains. So wait for the next video because we're going to take you on a full tour, show you some of the things to see and do, and some of the popular hilltop stations to visit. We even hit up the local Tibetan market. It was awesome. Thanks so much for watching our quick tour of Agra, India, and the Taj Mahal.
Don't forget to subscribe, give us a big thumbs up, and comment down below where you're watching.